From Karen Prell. Hello everyone, is my mic on? Can you hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Yeah, so my name is Karen Prell. I'm an animator at Bell, and this is my first time at Animex, and hopefully not the last. I'm having an awesome time. This is wonderful and inspiring for me, so it must be amazing for you guys. So thank you very much for asking me to be a part of this. And also, I used to live in England. I lived here for about 8 or 9 years a while ago. It's been 13 years since I've been in England, so I'm thrilled to be back. And there's some proper roast beef and tea. Oh, yes. So, so I'll give you a little bit of background. Many years ago, before there were video games, before there was computer animation, I worked as a puppeteer. I worked with Jim Henson and the Muppets for 16 years. I've been a Muppet fan since childhood, and that's a whole other talk about how I ended up there, but I worked on all kinds of wonderful shows like Battle Rock and Labyrinth and The Muppet Show and Sesame Street. I also helped run a puppet production company while I was living here in England. So 16 years I was a puppeteer, but in the late 1990s, film and television puppetry started getting replaced by computer animation. So around that time, I looked into animation because I'd also been a fan of animation since I was a kid, being just insanely fixated on Disney animation. And so eventually I moved back to America when I was hired by Pixar, which again is kind of a whole other story about how that happened, but and when Pixar hired me, they actually trained me to do computer animation. And I ended up working at Pixar for about 4 years, and then at a few other studios, DNA Productions, Tippett Studio, on various different TV commercials and features. I worked on the Ant Bully, which is a sweet, little-known animated film, and Disney's Enchanted. And then a few years ago, some friends of mine started working at some video game company near Seattle. I hadn't heard of it. But they were saying that this place is amazing. You should come and work here. And I said, I don't know anything about video games. And they said, it doesn't matter. Come on out. So, I was ready for a new adventure, and I had grown up in Seattle, and I knew how beautiful it was there. So, I joined Val. One of the first things I did at Val was play through this game they've done called Portal, and it just blew my mind. It was so amazing. It was like the first video game I had played, and it was Portal, and it just opened up my mind to what video games were. I love the story and the characters and how it made my brain challenged and thrilled and excited, and it was I had never imagined that video games were like this. And in addition to that, the interactive immersion of being in a video game reminded me of the immersion that I felt performing puppets while looking at a video monitor. Because you're looking at your character in third-person view while operating an input device and seeing the results on the screen.
Breaking the fourth wall.
So I was amazed that there was this form of entertainment where the audience could experience that kind of immersion in interactivity. So just as when I was a kid, I was excited about being a puppeteer or being an animator. Once I played Portal, then I got excited about working on a game just like that. When the project that eventually became Portal 2 started up, I jumped right on it, because at Valve, you make your own opportunities. And everybody worked very hard on that game for several years, and of course it came out last year, and obviously was a huge success, winning many awards and being appreciated by people all over the world. Now I know many of you here have dreams of creating a product as successful and entertaining as this, so I hope some of the insights I share today can help you get a little closer to achieving those goals. Now, I'd like to know how many people here played the original Portal. Okay? How many people here played Portal 2? Okay? Because I warn you, there are spoilers. The game's been out for a while. I tried to figure out, how can I talk about all the things in this speech, but leave out the potential spoilers, and my speech would be, "Hi, I'm Karen Prell, goodbye." But there's so much that is still rewarding and surprising about this game that hopefully today you'll be inspired to finally check it out, and you will still love the way it unfolds. And when we were shipping the game, I was involved in testing and shipping for about 6 months and played the game over and over and over again. And so even when I knew what was happening, I was still thrilled and loving just the design and the presentation. So I think there's definitely still going to be a chance to enjoy it. So today I'll just do a very quick reminder of the development process that Valve does. Went into it in a lot more detail. And then I'll keep mentioning throughout my talk how that applies to how we developed the animation on Portal 2. The way we used it for some animatics and prototyping, and working out test animations. Mainly I'll be focusing on character development and execution. I'll go into a lot of detail about Wheatley, the personality sphere. I kind of specialized working on him for the game. And also a bit about GLaDOS and about Shell. And as I was putting this talk together, I realized even some interesting things about philosophy of animation movement that I'll point out to you. So as Jeep said, we work in these large cabal rooms. We've got this mix of all disciplines together, so it's so easy to communicate, inspire each other, and that team. Those are your first customers that you run ideas past.